What's up, everybody? So we're gonna be talking about fake bravery. Is it fake bravery if you are afraid while in action? This is a quote from Batman and Superman. You're not brave, men are brave, right? And courage comes through fear, right? If there's no fear involved, then how are you actually courageous, right? I think there's a big case for this, right? So maybe you didn't see this movie, but this is a line spoken by Batman and Superman while battling one another. Batman's point to Superman was that he would never know what it was like to be brave because Superman didn't have to have anyone to fear. No one could hurt him. Clark had no concept of risk or his own mortality. But Batman does. He knows he could die. He knows Superman might beat him. And in spite of the fact that he goes against a Kryptonian anyway, woefully undermatched, I would add to the point where even if a trump card kryptonite, Batman comes dangerously close to dying at the hands of the weakened Superman. Bravery doesn't exist in the absence of fear. Bravery can only exist in the face of fear, right? It could only... Now that's powerful. That is beautiful. That is what bravery is, right? There's a lot of people out there that say they're brave, that they're courageous, all these things, right? But they don't know the concept of fear, right? They have nothing to fear. And they think that's bravery, but that's just, honestly, that's being foolish. That's stupidity. Why? Because if you're going to go into dangerous situations, right? And you have no concept of fear, you have no worries, nothing like that. Anything could happen in that moment. You could die. You could get hurt really bad. Anything could happen, right? But if you have the concept of fear, you are going to be more cautious. You're going to handle the situations in a more cautious way, in a more planned out way, right? Everything is going to be planned out. Everything that you do is going to be carefully thought out beforehand. You're not going to go in there crazy, acting foolish and blind, right? You're not going to do that. You're going to go out there and hurt yourself if you're going to be that foolish. But if you're not being foolish and you go out there and you are careful, you are taking precautions, you are watching your surroundings, all these different things, you will have a better chance of prevailing. You will keep yourself safe, right? That's the most important part. A lot of times, people could say that they're brave because they do A, B, or C because there's no risk. They don't think about the risk. The risk isn't really important to them, or maybe they just don't even think there is a risk, right? But you ever heard the thing, high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward, right? There's still a risk involved, right? There's still a risk involved, and that's what I'm trying to get at, is that you got to go out there, and no matter what the risk is, if it is worth doing, go for it. You may fail, it's okay. But the fact is this, we got to go out there, face fear every single day, gain that courage, overcome that fear, and then grow from that, right? We cannot stay scared and not do anything about it. We cannot act like we're not scared. We cannot go blindly acting like there is no fear in our lives, right? And, some people are like, man, I don't fear nobody. I only fear God, right? Okay, I would say there's different levels of fear. Like, my fear of God is more of like a revered fear. Like, I fear him in the way that I honor and I hold him to such a high power that I'm just like, man, I fear, the moments when I fail him, right? And that he's, that he could be, that, like, in my mind, thinking that he might be just disappointed in me, right? Those are my fears that I deal with at times. that any of us probably deal with at times, but we gotta face these fears. You know, I know that God loves me. I know that God is always there for me. So I gotta realize that God's not going to disown me just because I fail. Gotta. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much, more than you ever know. So, Krayonn Rocket, our motto is be unique, be creative, be you. Why is this important? Because we were all created in the image of God. We were all perfectly and wonderfully made. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Share it.